Hello there. This is Daniel Eric, or Williver, or Guillermo Gage. And I'm doing another journal, and the current time is 11:41 a.m. on 2025, November 23rd. So yeah, this is an 8-day journal. It does cover the previous Saturday and then the whole rest of the week, and then the Saturday that just happened yesterday. In terms of stuff that happened, I actually did manage to eventually get back on track with the push-ups. That ended up happening on the okay, not really much of any push-ups on like the 19th, like what 10 or so maybe push-ups. But then the 20th I did some, and then 21st, and then 22nd I did actually a greater amount of push-ups. Okay, so on Saturday, I ended up seeing a movie in the movie theater, like I do fairly frequently, multiple times a month, often. That's Frankenstein. That was like I saw it in the movie theaters, even though it's like a Netflix thing. I ended up seeing it in the movie theaters, and it was with that 65-year-old woman work friend, and we quite liked it. Yeah. Um, yeah, quite liked it. That was a lot of time spent on Saturday seeing that. The Sunday, it was the Sunday I ended up doing my 5-hour shift at Walmart, and as well as OCAA. And we went to the okay, there's a previous week we did a tour of the church, but then we went through the liturgical year this Sunday that just happened. The Sunday from a week ago. And we went through the liturgical year. And I'm pretty sure I understood how our liturgical year works, but we went through that. And then the Monday was also just being at work at the Walmart. In terms of the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, well, I'll tell you this much. I've kind of been stuck in that thing where I wasn't sleeping much, and don't think. Let's see. Each of these days I've been wanting to like kind of make an update to the journal, but I keep being tired and like I want to do something. I like push-ups at the very least. But that keeps not happening. Okay, so I do remember this. I have been let's see. I have been every once in a while I've been talking about pop culture thoughts and whatnot with the AI chatbot, usually Grok, which I want to like avoid because the energy that's consumed is excessive. But the amount of questions I ask, I might talk about like movie trailers that recently came out, but I want to talk with real people about that. And actually, on Wednesday, so that was what day was the 17th? Okay, no, Friday the 14th, Saturday the 15th, Sunday the 16th, Monday the 17th. Okay, Monday the 17th. Then like Monday the 17th. So the 17th, 18th, and 21st. 17th, 20th, and 21st. But on Wednesday, I did hang out with one of my cousin has a friend. My cousin has a male friend, and we went to Dairy Queen. And I like to treat people. So I ended up treating all of us to like $46 worth of Dairy Queen. You know, the burgers. And some of my time was spent there. And I'm usually not going to do like the errands when I have like company around. But he was at my place for a couple hours. And Thursday, I know that like Thursday night, something that is happening is I was Thursday, throughout Thursday and Friday, I was chatting with an online person that I met, someone from a different time zone, like a young woman from a different time zone, and we would stay up. I didn't really expect that to happen, but someone on the West Coast, so like 3 time zones away. So I mean, I think like it's helpful and useful because trying to like communicate on social media that's like not one on one is kind of not healthy because so many people are bots. This is someone who I know is not a bot, unless unless there's really advanced AI video fakery technology. But someone I just found out is into like healthy eating and the environment and healthy eating, the environment, that sort of thing. But as a result of that, um, I've been trying to kind of mention that, like, I'm 3 hours ahead, and so staying up till like 3 a.m. is not ideal. Even though I start work at Walmart, and not just Walmart, but FedEx a bit later. But as for push-ups, so that kind of threw me off. As a result of me staying up too late, I kind of didn't have time to like bring proper food, and so I have been using a pretty good amount of plastic. But look, basically, a couple of days I bought like I'm hungry, and I bought like 2 chip bags, things of this nature, and I try to have the least junky crap, but it adds up. This is over the course of like 8 days, and that is kind of a lot. Well, I don't know. That's like at least a little package of something pretty much every day. So one of these days I had a couple sandwiches. One of these days I had a couple chips. I think every day at least I had at least one chip bag or something throughout the like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Maybe the Friday. The Friday was a shorter day. I might have eaten nothing in there. But I'm really dedicated to now that it's a Sunday, to getting better at that. So I did manage push-ups though eventually. So like I said, Saturday the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, I'm pretty sure I did like no push-ups. On the 19th, I made like an attempt like late at night to like just see how many can I just crank out just without doing the bring Sally up method, just crank out what I can with the backpack. And I only made it to like 10. Like the right shoulder was hurting, probably because I went too long without doing them. Because it was like the last time I did it was like the 12th. It was like a whole week. I kind of collapsed to sleep. Then I was like, okay, the 20th, I'm gonna try some more. So on November 20th, which was a Thursday, November 20th. So I get home from work probably like after like 6 p.m. At 9:31 and 19 seconds to 9:35 and 54 seconds, I did manage a little round. Oh no, I managed like a full round. 8 AOML, then 5, 4, 2, 2, 2 push-ups with the 10 pound backpack, and that made me feel better. And I end up staying late because I know like if someone's like being talkative, I like to be like considerate, I've had a few, online friends over the years, and it maybe helps me kind of springboard into being more talkative with people at work and whatnot, and kind of figure out ways to like be better at conversation. I do have some real life friends, and that's like why that work friend that 65-year-old woman I go to the movies with, at least every few months. November 21st. Okay, then I did no push-ups that day. But the Saturday that just happened, when I was like, okay, I really want to be making this journal because it's been like a week. I managed. Remember, I'm not doing these at 11 p.m. more. I'm like, okay, let's get this started sooner in the evening. 8:45 and 43 seconds to 8:49 and 37 seconds on November 21st. No, on November 22nd. Yeah, because November 21st I did nothing. Yesterday, November 22nd, from 8:45 and 43 seconds to 8:49 and 37 seconds, I did 8 AOML, 4 AOML, 4. So I didn't make it to the third AOML, but I did the 2 AOMLs plus 4, just one away from being the third after Old Miss Lucy push-up. Those are the ones where you gotta like hold it for a longer position, because the verse is like a lot more words in the Bring Sally Up song. The Flower Song by Moby, which is a remix of Green Sally Up. So yeah, I did 8 AOML, 4 AOML, 4. Then my knee hit the ground, then I tried some more, and then I did 3, 2, 3, 2 push-ups with the 10-pound backpack. And it's like, if I'm doing like 2, 3, 2, where like, if I'm doing 3 or less, and 3 or less, and then 2 or less, if it decreases down to where I can only do 2 at a time, that's when I quit out. I like to actually stop and like do more, like longer sessions where like, okay, if my whole session ends, try again in like 5 minutes. And then like try again in like, 5 minutes after that. And then once it's like I can hardly do any, so, then I quit. All right, then. Here, look. Here's a goal. If I want you to, if I want to talk about my life, um, I'm looking here, and I want to see how many much time am I spending on the smartphone? Okay, it looks like on the 18th, I was on the Brave browser on the smartphone that I'm taking this video on for 7 hours and 18 minutes. Okay, but how about the 19th? 19th was a little better, 2 hours and 12 minutes. The 20th, I was on the web browser for 3 hours and 14 minutes. Basically, 5 hours, and for 21st, 5 hours and 4 minutes. Basically, I'm not as productive when I'm doing the web browsing on a mobile device rather than on a laptop. I'm not like, maybe some of it is interesting, meaningful, educationally type stuff on YouTube, but I don't know. So I'm gonna take off for now. Bye for now.